All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 6th video in the series covering the ISTEP Prep material that I put on my Google Classroom. We'll go through the problems on the WAR Day 6. We are ready Day 6 worksheet. Again, I apologize for the delay in getting these up. I know that the test is coming up very soon. Like I said, I have faith in your abilities, so this should just be a quick check to make sure you're doing everything right. So which graph represents the equation y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3? Now, there are several ways to approach this problem, but there's several that are faster than others. If we look at this equation, y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3, that is a second degree equation, and we know that it should open up because a is positive 1, b is 2, and c is negative 3. So the a being positive tells us that this graph opens up, which means right away with our answer eliminator tool we can eliminate b because it doesn't open the correct direction. Now we have a c value of negative 3. That tells us that our y-intercept is the point 0, negative 3. So if we look at this graph, that one goes through 0, negative 3, and that one goes through 0, negative 3. But this one does not. 0, negative 3 is not on the graph, so that would eliminate answer choice D. Now the final thing we should do here is we should solve the related equation by factoring. The right side of that equation, we're looking for a pair of numbers that multiplies to negative 3 and adds to 2. That would be positive 3 and negative 1, which means the zeros, the solutions, the roots, the x-intercepts, they all mean the same thing, would be at x equals negative 3 and x equals 1, which means our graph should pass through negative 3, 0 and 1, 0. If you look, that would be answer A. Because C is not passing through those points, that would eliminate answer C. So the correct answer would be A. Okay, the second question here says which statement best describes the solutions to the equation below? There are 2 rational, 2 irrational, no real, or 1 rational. That's a pretty easy question. On your reference sheet, there is the Pythagorean theorem, or I'm sorry, not Pythagorean theorem, boy, that's just terrible. The quadratic formula. And the part of the quadratic formula located underneath the square root is known as the discriminant. And the discriminant tells us how many and what type of solutions we have. So for this equation, A is 3, B is negative 5, C is 20. By finding the value of the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, we can actually determine how many solutions and what type of solutions we have. So b squared minus 4ac would be negative 5 squared minus 4 times 3 times 20, which would be 25 minus 240, or negative 215. Now, if the discriminant is negative, that means that our answers are not real solutions. This means we have 2 complex solutions. So if we look up here for no real solution. Again, I'm kind of giving you the Algebra 2 version. The Algebra 1 version, we would have answered there are no real solutions to that particular quadratic. Day 6 does not have a backside, so that's it for the Day 6 video.